Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we are going to talk about how Google Search Console can help you avoid a penalty.
Most people have a drop in traffic, and once they have a drop in traffic, they start doing something where they panic. Instead of waiting for you to have a drop in traffic, be proactive. And a drop doesn't necessarily mean a penalty, but people who typically see the largest drops have a penalty. The reason why we say Google Search Console can help you is because it's leading indicators of what's wrong. Eric uses Google Search Console a lot. It constantly tells you if you have errors, right? Do you check your errors in Search Console? Mm-hmm. And they even email you. You don't even have to log in. They'll email you when you have errors. And I add them to my Trello cardboard and I just send them to my developers and he just fixes them as they come in. That's one thing. The other thing about Google Search Console is don't wait for your site to just drop in traffic. Look at what pages are gaining or losing search traffic from a monthly basis. The ones that you see are starting to go down, go back to those pages. Is the content out of date? If it is, update it. If it's not, then maybe make it longer and more thorough and more detailed. If you're not sure why it's going down, go Google the terms it ranks for, which Google Search Console shows you. Look at all the other sites ranking in the top 10, compare their content with yours. Try to make yours better. But the reason you want to use Google Search Console is if you're proactive, you can figure out what's going down before it does and continually fix and fine tune your website. That way Google keeps loving it. And if your traffic keeps going up, then you shouldn't get hit by a big, massive penalty or a drop. In addition to that, the other big thing that you need to do is continually optimize your title tags. So Eric, how should one go about optimizing their title tags using Google Search Console?
Yeah, so go to Google Search Console and then there's a search analytics section that you would go to. And what you would do there, this is assuming you have Google Search Console installed.
Or performance section if you want to use a new version.
Yes, performance section. And then make sure you click the first three boxes, right? So you have CTR, that's click-through rate, impressions, which is the amount of times your pages are showing. And then also the third one is, let's see, so we got click-through rate, impressions, and clicks. So clicks, that's basically your traffic, okay? So click those, and then what you want to do then, and then you want to go to the pages section, okay? So switch it over from queries, go to pages, and once you switch it to pages, what you're looking for is you're looking for pages that have a high impression count. So Google's showing those pages quite a bit, but a low click-through rate. So what does that mean? That basically means that Google is giving your pages credit. You're getting a high impression count, but you are not bringing people to the point of sale. So what does that mean? You don't have a good title or an enticing meta description to drive people to actually click on the result, to actually come to your website and then have your website close them. So what you got to do is write a better title and a better meta description.
What do you consider low?
So low, it depends on the niche that you're in. So, but let's use B2B because we're both B2B. Our website, for example, our average click-through rate on the pages is about 1% or so. So anything that is below 1% for us, we're going to go in there and we're going to optimize it. You can do it yourself by just exporting the data, or you can use a tool like ClickFlow.
And when you're going and optimizing the data, as Eric mentioned, go to the pages, look at the percentages. Then what you want to do is when you're optimizing your title tags, click through to that one page, because that list, when you click on pages, will have all your top pages, but click through to individual pages. Then you can click the queries radio button, and what that'll do is show you all the keywords and the data for that. So look at the keywords that are driving the most impressions and the least amount of clicks. You may not be including those keywords in your title tag or meta description, and those are quick wins by adding those keywords. Typically you'll see an increase in clicks.
Yeah, I think what we all need to remember is that, look, with Google Search Console, what Google is incentivized to do is to drive a better experience, right? They're indexing a bunch of pages around the world, and that's what their business model is. You're indexing, you're organizing the world's information, and so they want you to create a better experience for your users. So what you want to do instead, but what you want to also do is look at Google Search Console and look at sections where it says you're having page speed issues too, okay? It's going to show you like, look, you're having, how long is it taking to index? Is that spiking up or down? Do you need to make any changes there? So maybe what I recommend from a workflow perspective is you're looking at Google Search Console at least once a week, okay? Maybe if you're starting out, maybe not that much, but you're monitoring over time as you continue to get bigger and bigger. And then as you get bigger and bigger, you might need to look at it a little more and then just build that into your workflow.
Yeah, and in general, just think about Google, in which they want to satisfy users, as Eric mentioned. They're looking at this thing called user signals now. Bounce rates, click-through rates, time on site. They don't want people to see a ton of 404 error pages. Google Search Console shows you some of these metrics, which is what they use in user signals, which is part of their algorithm. Make sure you're optimizing for the user experience. SEO is no longer about just building links and optimizing your code. It's about optimizing the experience for users first and foremost.
All right, so that is it for today, but we are doing a live event in downtown LA.
And if you want to learn more about it, go to marketingschool.io/stats. Once we hit 1 million listens and we're getting closer and closer, we're going to throw a free one-day event with food. We're also going to record the event. If you want the recording or you want to attend live, you need to go to marketingschool.io/stats. We need your help. There's going to be a few buttons on that page to either rate, review, share it. By doing that, we're going to get more listens and you're going to be able to come to a free event. So look forward to seeing you there.
All right, that's it for today, and we'll see you tomorrow.